As leaders gather in Rio for the 17th BRICS Summit, some may wonder, what does this diverse group really stand for? Too often, BRICS is framed as an alternative world order in opposition to the West, but perhaps that misses the point. Instead of seeing BRICS as a rival system, we could see it as building a more inclusive order. Now, this year's summit is historic. For the first time, it brings together all full members of BRICS and 10 partner countries. Southeast Asia's largest economy, Indonesia, officially joined earlier this year. This expanded format shows BRICS' growing power to represent the global South and gives developing nations a stronger voice when multilateralism is under strain. And BRICS cooperation isn't just talk. IMF data shows that trade among the original 5 BRICS countries has jumped more than 220% since 2010 when South Africa joined. And this growth is creating new markets, new supply chains, and fresh demand in a world hungry for economic resilience. And here's what to look out for at this year's BRICS Summit in Brazil. From Brazil's proposed Tropical Forests Forever Fund, rewarding nations for preserving rainforests, all the way to reforms of multilateral banks to unlock concessional lending for climate projects. BRICS has produced its first joint framework to mobilize funding for climate action across the global South. On health, BRICS is launching a new partnership to eliminate diseases strongly linked to social determinants. Diseases like tuberculosis, malaria, and leprosy. The social determinants of health are conditions in which people are born, grow, live, work, and age into, including poverty, housing, nutrition, and access to health care. And in technology, ministers have signed a declaration to expand cooperation on AI and technology infrastructure, with leaders highlighting the need for large language models to reflect local cultures and languages. Some argue BRICS countries have little in common, but the group has mapped out 180 cooperation mechanisms spanning health, trade, climate, science, and security. This isn't division, it's the foundation for joint action. Here's why this matters for everyone. As BRICS economies continue to develop and trade more with each other, they become new markets for the entire world. Their growth isn't a threat to richer countries, it's an opportunity. So in the end, a world built by many voices is not just fairer, it's stronger and more stable for us all.